It's your girl, Javy. Hi, priestess. Oh, we're getting high for this one. And as soon as I took the cards out of the box, you already showing up. Happy birthday, boo! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. Happy. You know what's weird? It's because I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't wear the red for Pisces. But I was like, no. Like, my spirit was like, there's a fire coming and a fire rising up. And what it is Jupiter. You're traditionally ruled by Jupiter. It's Jupiter in Aries. This little light of yours is going to be shining all the way through Taurus season. So I do feel like there is like maybe somebody with fire placements, like specifically Sagittarius or Aries placements coming into your life, visiting you or inspiring you in some sort of way. The Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, let's get into it. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. You already know Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. Over there we clarify each card. There's so much just like deep content. Spirit Squad and I are building I'm working up to us building a cult. I need you all to know that, right? Wouldn't that be the perfect cult leader? Like, hello. Because you know I'm going to do right by you. This is all about like tax exemption, you know? I feel like your cult members are coming in, or your soul tribe is coming in. Your people are coming in. Pisces, be sure also to check out the Pisces season astrology video. All the important astrological dates are over there. For free content, check out my Instasham at justj_everything, TikTok at justjeverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, y'all, justjeverything.com. And when I tell you things are about to get popping, things are about to move up in a different kind of way. It's just like, if you've been putting in the work, you will reap the reward. And that makes me think of something else, because on March 7th, the same day as the full moon in Virgo, you get Saturn, Pisces, and Saturn is the motherfucking kingmaker. Western astrology, I think, has just really like fear-mongered us into consultations in regards to Saturn. Because Saturn makes it easy. If you act right, you'll get treated right. You know, if you lie, you'll be lied to, lied on. If you cheat, you'll be cheated. It's very simple. And Saturn comes into your sign, and I do feel like this is an end of an era for you. And it's definitely a time to like do right, clean up the act, get things together. I'm gonna have to do a whole nother reading for Patreon on this, but I've been cooking up something. Some interaction came into my life that sparked this. But what it feels like is in Matthew chapter 21, there's this scripture about Jesus going into the temple and turning over the tables in the tabernacle, whatever. And what I've deduced is that the scripture is basically an instructional guide for self-fucking alchemy. It's like an instructional guide for how to like heal yourself. I'm working on it. It's in the mix. I just gotta add not a lot, but I've just gotta, get the razzle dazzle together. Razzle dazzle is like my new favorite. I'm trying to figure out why I just got this boost of energy when I was leaning into you all's energy. I'm telling you, it's Jupiter in Aries. And I do my best to, separate my personal life from these readings already. You already know, but like, You can hear my voice. I've been sick for the last couple days, or congested for the last couple days. Breaking. I have, I got, know your body. It's really important for you to know your body. I also noticing I am all over the place. I feel like this is going to be a long reading. So you may be really sporadic or all of, oh, Mercury's coming into your sign. That's what it is. Or yeah, on March 2nd, you get Mercury. And I think Mercury is going to have you like kind of scatterbrained. If you already struggle with ADD, your ADD may be really ramping up. But it's important to know your body. It's funny because like I know what supplements to take on a daily basis to keep me feeling good. I haven't been sick in so fucking long. This was me running out of supplements, not taking care of myself, and like a sliver of heartbreak, and my immune system is just like, and let some like random shit in that it normally doesn't. And so I do feel like, know your body and like what ails or what makes things better for you. Someone wanted to come say hi, Lily. But also like know your levels and know what improves your health, the way y'all know how to crossfade. The way you know how to like take 3 drinks, take 2 puffs, step outside, get a fresh, do some fresh air, or like, you know how, if you know, you know. The effort that you've put into knowing the perfect cocktail to crossfade, Pisces, sun, moon, and rising, you better put that energy into knowing what makes you feel good on a consistent basis, and definitely starting to do that. So Pisces season is all about mysticism and service and sacrifice and compassion and illusions, but it's also like self-undoing. With the sun moving into the 12th house, this is self-undoing, secret enemies, the life of the soul, all things hidden, all things subconscious, the dreams, things getting, very, very vivid. So you've got Pisces, you've got Venus in Pisces right now until February 20th. Neptune is in Pisces right now. I'm trying to look at my chart so I can visualize what I see on my planet watcher. Mercury's about to come into Pisces. Saturn's about to come into Pisces. So there is this otherworldly quality that's coming in. Now, enough downloads. Light it if you got it. Hydrate. We create a safe space for our benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Aquarius, for Pisces, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Pisces season 2022, 2023. This is like us really wrapping up 2022. 2022 ends in Pisces season. In April, in Aries season, initiates the real 2023. So, mind you, I don't know, I feel like you would like to look at this pretty stone. Y'all, the squirreling is real. You know what? It's almost like a clarity. There could be something about like off the meds, or off, like don't get off your meds without your, a doctor's, without consulting a medical professional or a naturopath, or, there is something about like new access to clarity. I feel like some of y'all quit smoking weed, or some of y'all like quit taking your antidepressants or switched up antidepressants, and now you have like more clarity in some sort of way. There's something about like, how can you acquire more mental clarity, more foresight? How can you clear the path for foresight to come in? For you to trust the foresight that you experience? How can you acquire, wow, okay. How can you acquire freedom, independence? The Nine of Pentacles being the first card out to be clarified on the Selenite throne, birthday boo. What's going on with your relationship to independence? You may be like, I feel like your loneliness has turned into satisfactory solitude. Some of you are having like I don't know why, it just got like, Some of you are, like there's an ending of a cycle in regards to how much money you're making. You may be making more money, or things are going like way better than you expected. If you're thinking about like raising your rates or something like that, you absolutely need to. It's time to ask for more and you will receive more. It's time to bet on yourself, especially with Jupiter and Aries. This is all about who are you and what are you ready to do about it. The next 12 years can be very, very different for you, Pisces, if you start betting on yourself. If you start really nurturing your independence, nurturing your physical body, really tending to your self-worth, understanding that your self-worth directly informs how much money you make. When you value yourself, you will, like, you just become more expensive. And Venus being in Pisces, I feel like really helped give you the zhuzh in some sort of way. Three of Pentacles was on the bottom of the deck. And there is some sort of like building or collaboration or building atop the rubble, rebuilding. There may be somebody with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, or Scorpio placements coming in. You may have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, or Scorpio placements. And I feel like Jupiter being in Aries, the tower is Mars. Mars rules Aries. There is like huge changes coming in. Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. There are these like breakthroughs, and I think breakthroughs in the realm of the mind, breakthroughs in regards to your financial knowing, I hear, your financial cap, the like financial glass ceiling that you've imposed for yourself is being shattered. There also may be somebody with Aquarius placements coming in, or a sudden interaction or a sudden change in how you adorn yourself, how you change in how you respond to sudden, you know what I mean? There's Uranus is in Taurus right now. And I feel like on a collective scale, we are all learning, like our values are shifting by way of very unexpected events. Unexpected things are happening, and it's showing us like, whoo, actually, what I realize that I need is, you know, the Tower says that it's really important. There's opportunities for self-mastery coming in. There's opportunities for upheaval, for accidents. So slow down. Don't just be going 100 miles an hour, because I do feel like there could be a like, I'm on, cloud nine, everything's great, and I'm just looking at the sun, everything, and you know what I mean? And you still have to like, you can like, there's something about learning how to have like a tether to the ground while you're in the ether. You know what I mean? If you're gonna, or while you're fantasizing, still like having a piece of you present. And you are very versed in being in multiple dimensions at the same time, being in different places and internally at the same time. So you should be able to tether yourself. I just feel like get more comfortable. I feel like in Pisces season, with Nine of Pentacles being the first card out, groundedness is really important. Mindfulness, knowing that the fruit of your labor is blooming, is coming to fruition. I also feel like luxury is important. There also may be something here with drinking or vices. So be careful of like drinking and driving. Be careful of like texting and drinking and driving, and or also there could be like heartburn or like like too much acid in your diet. So there could be just shifts in how you eat. I definitely feel like you're needing to consume more greens, more organic food, more cooking for yourself, more investing in cooking for yourself, more investing in being out, changing your scenario, changing your environment. All right, please continue for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Pisces season 2023, baby. But I definitely feel like, you know, it's your season. Expect the unexpected. But I feel like this is a good unexpected. Just kidding. Center of the reading is the Three of Swords. What the actual fuck is your birthday, boo? Okay, but then the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So, hold on. Let me get the next card out. Because with the Three of Swords at the center of the reading, I just feel like all of these planets in your sign are just really forcing you to evaluate how you recover. Do you let yourself stay down, or do you choose to rise above and learn from this? In this, I feel like Pisces season is a lot to do with, hey, you know you have the tools to uproot all these swords out of your heart, right? Why aren't you using the tools? Why aren't you doing the things? Why aren't you practicing what you preach? And so there may be some instances or interactions or conversations that kind of trigger or jar or agitate enough to be like, oh yeah, there's these, I got to get rid of this. You know, like, okay, we got to do this. Like, this isn't a good look anymore. I can't be carrying this around anymore. It's not getting us anywhere. And also, leaving these swords in my heart is like leaving money on the table. The best thing that I've learned or deduced or that the divine has given me about pain has been from learning and understanding that all of the pain, the heartbreak cards, the painful cards in tarot are swords cards. I wonder why. Because swords are thoughts, words, legalities, mindsets, information, lessons, data. There's data to extract from the heartbreak. There's things to learn about yourself, about your behavior, about your patterns, about your type, about what you're attracting in, about what it is that you're attracting in and what it's meant to teach you about yourself. Hydrate, ho. We about to get in it. And the thing is like if you do the work to pull the sword out of your heart, you end up with a fucking sword in your hand. You end up with protection is on the other side. You do the work, you come out protected. It's very Chariot. That's how the Chariot, the soldier, the charioteer in the Chariot card, he has, or they have different color, or like black and white armored. Some pieces of his armor is black, some pieces of it are white, indicative of the black and white Sphinx, and that, you know, what he's the lessons that he's gone through. Light and dark, pain and pleasure are the same thing. They're opposite ends of the spectrum. And both will be experienced for the sake of our healing and wish fulfillment. So please continue for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Pisces season All right, final two cards. Wow, okay. And I mean, y'all are used to that. Seven of Swords reversed and Judgment reversed. And I love this, actually, because Three of Swords, Seven of Swords reversed. It's like there is the end of a lesson. 7 plus 3 is the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords reversed is on the bottom of the deck. There's been this long-awaited new chapter in the realm of your mind, in the realm of belief, in the realm of the words that you say, in regards to like data, lessons, and you acting right, and you finally giving in and being led. You allowing yourself to really like interact with your spirit and letting your spirit lead. And there's this I feel like aversion that you've had to nakedness, to vulnerability, to being seen, to opening up, to even communicating with like the God of your understanding, or figuring out like what it is that you believe in, putting a name to what it is that you believe in. Pisces is the sign of I believe. And trust and believe, if you've been running from God, if you've been running from yourself, if you've been running from your calling, your ass is about to get dragged. Saturn's coming into your sign, and come hell or high water, you will be succeeding. And so the divine is like, I'll drag you if you want me to. If you won't do it, you know, if you're not going to cross the finish line voluntarily, I'll take you there. You're going to show up with some road rash and need some stitches and shit, but you'll cross that finish line. Because the divine, your friends, your family, it's like if you really like let yourself be open to being loved, there's just like, you're going to see there's so much support around you. There's so many people who are like, no, that's not true about you. You are this, you are great, you are loved, you are, you know, compassionate. You are all of these things. I feel like there is going to be effort that has to be put in to making sure that you are not being governed by your survivor, that you are not letting fear and survival mode keep you, you know, be in the driver's seat, and that's steering your decisions and keeping you from taking risks, keeping you from getting back up. It's time to get back up, babe. Pisces, sun, moon, and rising, I feel like you are getting up. You are like all the ways that you've been hurt, lied to, cheated on, like stabbed in the back. There's like these gaping wounds, I feel like, from the past that have not been tended to. And the divine is like, no mas. No mas. I want you in the position to receive. I want you in the position where you heal all of this stuff from the childhood, or heal some of this stuff from, you know, previous relationships, or, you know, the loves that were lost, or the loves you know, all the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. It's time to uproot and detach and break away from all the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, because there's heaviness on your heart, heaviness on your soul, that's keeping you from believing in yourself and keeping you from listening to the trumpet of truth that's sounding in your life, that's trying to get you to get off the fence and make decisions and follow your heart and be governed by spirit and be governed by your own personal sovereignty. There's like all this expansion that wants to come in. Bro, there's all this expansion that wants to come in. All that you have to be willing to do is like dare to thrive. What does thriving look like? What does trusting your originality look like? Because that's the order of this. It's like, I feel like there's like a picture of how it could be that gets flashed to you early in Pisces season. Venus is already there, and you're already like feeling the effects. Money is getting good, and things are getting better, and things are stabilizing, and wow, things are getting so much better. So, you know, something's about to fuck up. Everything's going so well, then I wonder what's going to go wrong. No, that is not the right way of thinking, and we're not thinking that anymore. And whenever you're like, oh, the other shoe is about to drop, trust and believe it fucking drops. Because you're creating your reality, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm yelling at you. But it's like, you know this. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you are right. We have the experience we expect. And if you expect everything to fuck up, it surely will. It surely will. It's just a matter of time. But if you dare to reconnect with your mind, and if you dare to put your fear and your insecurity on the back burner or in the back seat, or, you know, put everybody where they're supposed to be, if you dare to let your spirit drive, you're going to be having a very different life experience. And the way that you do that is by talking out loud to those thoughts. And it may be crazy. You may think you're blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you, I've done it. I do it every day. And I can tell you, because I do it all the time, the quality of thoughts that I have to check, completely different. There was a time where I was like, oh, what did I do wrong? Or am I enough? Or how did I not? Absolutely not. No, because I've been like, whenever I have that thought of, okay, this always happens to me, I'll say out loud, you know, the divine is capable of making a way where there is no way. You know better. We're not having those kinds of thoughts. We're not having those kinds of beliefs. Like, even if you're like, or you knock something over, oh, I'm so stupid. And it's just like, no, I've got to slow down. I'm really powerful and I need to learn my strength. I don't care if it takes you a minute to like come up with the counteracting confession, but come up with the counteracting confession to the really negative thought, because spoken word supersedes thought. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Words are spelling. And so yes, all is mental and it starts in the mind, but what you speak out, it's different. Because we live in a physics-based reality, and physics tells us all of this is vibration that is condensed into matter. And we have a mechanism that creates vibration that can condense into matter. So we have got to get our thoughts together. We've got to get our self-limiting beliefs uprooted out of our heart. Our fear, our insecurity, it's something you have to actively work on every minute of every day, internally. And you can do it. You got a fish in the world and a fish inside. You know what I mean? Like, let the Pisces hidden fish, that's the name of my Spotify playlist for you guys. Let the hidden fish tend to this. The angry fish get you out of this. So that you can start using your words effectively. You can clear away the interference from your antenna and be experiencing the divine in a whole different way. But you have to dare to disconnect from this side of you. And some of you may have a fucking love affair with the wounded how wounded you were, and how wronged you were, and how I just wish it didn't feel this way. I wish it wasn't this hard. All that energy that you're spending wishing away your experience, you could put that energy into upgrading the realm of your mind. You're not gonna, the experience, it is what it is. You can't change it. Let's use our energy in productive ways. And let's use our mental energy in productive ways. Let's fucking get into it. I love you. This is juicy blunt. All right, Pisces, let's get into it. I want to start by reminding you this Ten of Swords reversed on the bottom of the deck really indicates the end of an era, an end of a chapter of like really fucked up thoughts and like fucked up feelings about yourself. And it just feels like you are just unsubscribing from some big time negativity and have the opportunity to enter into some big time sensuality. I just heard Bjork. Excuse me, there may be somebody with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements that's important that's coming in, Aries or Scorpio placements. There's definitely some sort of trouble in paradise possibly with, or big changes with people with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, but this doesn't look like, you know, summery and fun and, you know, peachy keen. This looks like obstacles. Also Scorpio again indicated here. 2 major arcana and the rest minor. So I do feel like, you know, mid Pisces season and right before Aries season, there's this, you know, big road signs, big shifts that need to be evaluated. Excuse me, but either way, there's definitely some sort of sudden change. And I feel like maybe you're in a new environment. Maybe the sun is finally coming out. Maybe you're getting more vitamin Z in more ways than one. Please clarify the 9 of Pentacles. There is some, all these Venus symbols on her dress. It's funny because you've had Venus, and Venus is love and art and beauty and attraction, and it just feels like maybe all this goodness is coming in and you suddenly, it's like suddenly triggers you. Like suddenly there's all this stuff of like, you know, things are good and things are good and you know, I'm scared that things are gonna fuck up. I'm scared that things are gonna fall apart. Every time things go good for me, the other shoe drops or something, you know, fucks up, and that's what's coming in to be broken. And I feel like there's this new awareness, this like slicing in the mind, this empowerment that's coming in, severing, like there is a severing from some chaos. There is like powerful conversations, powerful aha moments, important opportunities coming in. There may be a powerful conversation with somebody or an idea that needs to be acted on. Some of you, like you got an idea from the divine and it's like sprouted. There's money there. If you have this idea or this, you know, thing you want to launch, hey, it's time to get on it. You can very suddenly change your life if you would only stop denying your intuition and your connection to the divine. There may be some powerful conversation or idea to be had with someone with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements. This also could be, hey, now that I'm operating at this level, there's certain things that I need to cut ties with. Actually, please clarify this Ace of Swords. Why not? How does this Ace of Swords manifest? Yeah, cutting ties with the issues, with like the issues you've been having with your self-worth, the way you value yourself. Some of you have been eating very poorly, you've put on weight, you're drinking too much, smoking too much, eating too much fast food, not working out. There may be somebody with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements that's, or you may have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements, so this is especially for you. There is just something about like, you know better, and you know you need to treat your body better, you know you need to nurture yourself more. And big changes are coming in to get your attention. Because these two are so directly connected. When you don't listen to that, when you don't take the opportunities that the divine gives you, when you don't listen to the hunches, when you deny your inner knowing, when you deny the writing on the wall, When you don't listen to the trumpet of truth that's sounding in your life, you create a tower situation for yourself. You create this unnecessarily precarious situation for yourself and those around you. Because as a Pisces, as a water sign, you are supposed to, feel and intuit and help and guide. Please clarify the Tower. So there's definitely some big change of plans. Maybe something's changing too fast or moving too fast, something unexpected happening, feeling like your world is turned upside down, or possibly drama coming in. Some kind of plan can be disrupted in some sort of way. And it's time to tap into your ability to see the bigger picture. You are the bigger picture. Could this change possibly be an opportunity? Try to look at it from a detached view. Are you the burning building or are you the lightning? There could be emotional outbursts. I do feel like you're definitely being asked to work through ego. Like breaking through some kind of pretense, possibly. Breaking through some kind of arrogance. There may be somebody around you that's being arrogant or like self-centered. There may be a humbling experience coming in. A blow to your ego, possibly. But also this could be this is a revelation. That's what this feels like. With these two cards here, I feel like there is like suddenly seeing the truth. Like suddenly what's hidden is being exposed. Please clarify the Tower. These like bursts of insight or seeing through illusions, and like you get the answer somehow. I saw something turned over. You get the answer somehow. And so there may be something about moving. The end, it's like that's what I'm saying. Let go or be dragged. Either way, we're going to the finish line. Either way, you're graduating. Either way, you're leveling up. But we got to tend to the foundation. And in some area of your life, the foundation that was built isn't solid. And so I feel like there is going to be destruction to instability in your life. To what is shaky is going to crumble. And it's just like what's old, what's unreliable, what's out of date, that shit's heading out. That way, what's all this stuff, it's heading out so real solutions can come in, real foundations can be built. Something else came out, the Knight of Swords reversed and the Two of Pentacles reversed. So I feel like there's definitely a change of plans in regards to maybe traveling for some of you. Like sudden trips, sudden road trips. Try not to be so controlling, or there could be like you get in an argument with somebody. This could be like a disagreement with something at work or in your professional life. I also feel like what's suddenly coming in, some of you have been afraid to have like a new hustle or a side hustle. Some of you have been afraid of, striving for multiple streams of income. But I feel like now the opportunity to have that is coming in some way. Please clarify the Three of Swords. I do feel like there's also this like big, there's just like a big purge or a detox coming in. And it's like you may be denying. This is Saturn. Saturn is trying to come in, Saturn is coming into your sign on March 7th, the same day as the full moon in Virgo. And the way that you've been stubborn in your mind, or the narrative you've been telling yourself, the way you've been holding back possibly, or maybe some of you have been like really combative, that shit's gonna change. I also feel like if for some of you in love or dating, maybe you've been feeling juggled, or someone, like there was a two-timer, or somebody was playing you. I feel like all that shit comes to a head. All that shit comes to light. Yes, it may be uncomfortable. You knew better anyway. You knew better than to play this game, or you knew better than to treat this person like this, or they knew better than to treat you like this, and they did it anyway. And so they will get theirs. But don't you go plotting revenge, or don't you go trying to get somebody back, or maybe some of you are paranoid about somebody getting you back, or paranoid about karma. And it's just like, all you can do is try to do your best. Please clarify the Three of Swords. And for the Three of Swords to be at the center of the reading, I do feel like your ability to uproot the pain out of your heart is paramount. Your ability to reset is so important. Because the thing is, after a Tower moment, you're going to grow stronger and wiser and more resilient, you know, and you're going to develop this new perspective on life that you didn't know could exist. I just like, there is going to be some sort of surrender. You know, the divine, I hope you're not being stubborn, but like if you make it so, like the divine will like remind you who it is. I feel like for some of you, you have an apology to give. Maybe you caused heartbreak, or you are heartbroken, and I feel like there are apologies or there's closure, especially if this is with someone with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, maybe Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements. There is this apology or new beginning or an influx of feelings. There may be somebody that comes in that is younger than you, possibly, or somebody that you're thinking about dating or you develop new feelings for. They may have kids, they may have a family, they may want kids or want a family, and you may not, you know, want that. Or so you've got to figure out like what to walk away from, who to walk away from, who to walk towards. I do feel like there is something here with apologies. If you have an apology to give, it's really important that you do it. Don't fuck with your karma. Saturn is coming into your sign, and Saturn rules karma. Saturn is the kingmaker. Saturn will make you a fucking king or let you fall all the way down and be a fucking peasant. And it all is dictated by your self-image. And if you see yourself as the king or queen or emperor or empress, that's exactly where you will just naturally start to go towards. But if you treat yourself and view yourself as the page, trust and believe, you'll keep experiencing page-like shit until the day you die. All of this stuff has so much to do with your self-image and your self-worth. And that shit is changing in your birthday season. Come hell or high water. That's what I may name the reading. Come hell or high water. You will be changing. I gotta write it down. You know me. I don't want to forget this shit. But that's how this feels, Pisces. Hold on. All right. I also feel like new love is going to be, you know, or new feelings that you've had for somebody is possibly bringing up your really shitty coping mechanisms or coping skills, or how you just can ghost or be vague or leave things vague or leave things unsettled, or your relationship to mental fog is going to be changing too. If you provide clarity for yourself, if you let clarity in, clarity can be provided and will cut all the way through. Please clarify the Seven of Swords reversed. telling you, new love wants to come in. Connection wants to come in. But I feel like, yeah, there's something here about like you didn't know it could be this good. Like there's this thing that, or this insight or this feeling, like I didn't know this could exist. I didn't know this could be like this. How could I have, and for some of you, there's just like toxic thought processes that have gotten in the way of you allowing yourself to feel worthy of this, or you letting yourself experience this. Some of you, it's like, oh, you know, Pisces energy, everything's better in your head and in the fantasy. But I feel like there's some shit that, like, maybe some of you have run, or you're thinking about running from something, or you have run from something because you're like, fuck, is this the fantasy? Could it be this good? Nah, it's better in my head. I don't want to fuck that up. Don't do that. Let yourself experience. You have everything that you need. If it doesn't go the way as planned, you will always bounce back. Don't resist the change. Please continue to clarify the Seven of Swords reverse. I just feel like there are previous betrayals that are keeping you from having the breakthrough in life and in love that you want. Don't let their past dictate your present. Stop letting this fear and insecurity keep you from having somebody who is down to invest in you the way that you invest in you, the way that you would invest in you. Because in some sort of way, I feel like you've been sitting on the fence about something. Do I invest in this? Do I not invest in this? Do I be patient? All systems are a go. Stop, shoot your fucking shot. Especially when it comes to, romantic love, and maybe even some of you like marriage or getting, going away together. It's funny, I saw the Four of Wands, and then the Emperor, which is also 4. There are breakthroughs coming in the realm of your mind that are going to make it easier for you to make friends and connect and invest in people, and for them to invest in you as well. And I feel like in some sort of way, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you have been sleeping on yourself. You've been doubting yourself, judging others way too harshly. There's this lack of self-awareness out of nowhere, and the closer that you get to Aries season, I feel like the divine's going to show you how to nip this in the bud. Please clarify Judgment reverse. But there is this doubt, or for some of you, even a self-loathing. Some of you have been withholding the truth. Some of you, your logic is not, you're not thinking clearly. They're maybe experiencing mental fog. You're making maybe poor decisions or hasty judgment based off of insecurity. And it's keeping you from the fucking freedom that you want. It's keeping you from this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aquarius. It's keeping you from this lightheartedness that you want, these new opportunities, this influx of physical, spiritual, and sexual energy. If you do the work to address all this, what this is saying is that the divine will give you all the extra tools and the influx of energy and the skill and the path and the will to pioneer a new path for yourself. Your ruling planet Jupiter is in Aries. This is an Aquarius card, don't get it twisted, but it's often associated with Aries because it's the first in the major arcana. 3 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You know what you need to turn your fucking back on. There's way too much shit that you've started or that has been set in motion for you to just keep allowing yourself to just tiptoe through life. The divine, the black horse and the white horse, that's what I'm saying. With the Ace of Wands underneath, it's just like this woof. It's like a candle gets lit and a way is prepared before you. You tap into your intuition and you will be led. The sun will shine. The sun will shine. You will see where to go. And you better be willing to take the fucking leap. It will require you to be vulnerable and naked and intimate and childlike and raw. What the fuck else are we here to do? Be willing to call out your own red flags. Be willing to see your own error of your ways. What needs to, what's kept you bound for so fucking long, Pisces, and kept you from experiencing peace. You are so protected to move forward. Trust and believe everything's gonna, a lot's gonna change. A metamorphosis is occurring. You just one foot at a time, one step before the other. And you will be experiencing a higher calling. There is some sort of higher calling coming in. Or a feeling like cleansed of sins or something of that nature. You know what I mean? There is something there. But I do feel like the universe is trying to send you quite a few messages, but you're not listening. And you gonna learn today, in your birthday season, you getting the sun, it's going to reveal so many of your own personal red flags. It's going to reveal so many of what's kept you bound up. It's going to also even reveal some stuff about your father, possibly your relationship to fathering, how you were as a father, if you want to be a father. The sun coming into your sign is revealing success, a path to success. The way is prepared before you. All you have to do is lighten your load by way of getting rid of all this emotional baggage so you can leap. And it's like you will leap into the hands of the divine. Leap into comfort, leap into fun, freedom. Be willing to see the way out and be willing to leap. Be willing to bear your all and jump. Because come hell or high water, you're getting there. Either looking like this or looking like them. You choose. You got this.